I was in a relationship with a guy for 4 months. I never met his parents or friends. He told me he didn't have many friends and that they didn't go out much. He also mentioned having issues with his mom, although things were okay with his dad and sister. He said maybe I could meet them one day, so I stayed patient. He still lived with them, but never really opened up about the situation with his mom. He just said she was strict and would shrink his clothes, which annoyed him. He would only come to my dorm, and we went out a couple of times. He met my mom, my brother, and my grandmother once. Things were good overall. We had a few minor disagreements, and he could be a little sensitive. He would sometimes roll his eyes or debate things, but it was never serious. What really bothered me was that when something was wrong, he wouldn't talk about it. He would only explain when he was already visibly frustrated. After our first fight, I noticed he started to get annoyed by small things. For example, he used to let me take and post pictures of us because it made me happy. But then he suddenly stopped doing that and wouldn't explain why. He would just say, maybe or later. The same happened with seeing my family. He once said he would be happy to travel for me. But when I actually asked to visit my dad or my mom again, his answers became vague. He told me he loved me and saw a future with me. He said he would never give up on me and was willing to make efforts. We had 3 minor fights, one each month. The last one started after I went to his place for the first time while his family was away. Everything went well. I was supposed to stay a week. But he made it just one night, saying his mom had cut the gas and it would be hard to feed us both. I felt a bit hurt but didn't question it. A week later, I told him I'd love to come again. He replied saying in a year when his parents are out. That really upset me. After 4 months, there had been no real progress in him opening up. I wasn't expecting everything at once. But I was giving my all and it felt like nothing was going to change. I told him he went from maybe to no without any real explanation. I started to question how serious he really was. I said this doesn't feel serious, and I was beginning to doubt my place in his life. He replied that a relationship is between 2 people, and that society pressures people to meet parents. But he wasn't obligated to do that. We continued talking for a week. He was supposed to come to my mom's place while she was away. The day before, he seemed distant. I asked if he was okay, and he finally said that all 3 fights had annoyed him. He said he was fed up and needed time. A week later, he broke up with me over text. He said he no longer saw a future with me. I told him I believed we could fix things if we communicated. But he said even if there was potential, he just didn't want to be with me. I asked what changed, and he wouldn't give a clear answer. He said he was already reluctant to show me his family, and my persistence just confirmed to him that he shouldn't. He also said he understood where I was coming from, that I was only acting like that because I wanted to get to know him better. He said relationships require communication, time, and effort, but at the first real challenge, he gave up.